Alright, so welcome to Wing 1's Veil Guardian. This fight is really nice in that it teaches us the fight before we actually get to it. So Green Guardian has its own abilities, and what Green Guardian is going to do is it's going to summon these blue circles that you have 2 seconds to get out of, or else it's going to teleport you to a random place. You can dodge them, um, you kinda can block them, but if multiple are thrown under you, because they're placed under everyone, then it will strip one instance of block, and then you'll get teleported. Um, but it's just practice just to walk out of them or dodge them. So, and that's all you need to worry about for now. We'll go ahead and run in.
Fury rising.
So these are these blue circles I was talking about. Try to avoid getting teleported.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Why did I snap the target on? Come on.
Protected. Rocket punch.
Alright, and then when these guys get to 1%, they need to be CC'd. And now they're dead. Cool. Now, try to avoid these blue ball. Oh, we pulled. Okay, so Green Guardian is going to throw these red circles that I want everyone to try their best not to pull into us.
Protected.
The other thing he does is he's actually immune to all forms of power damage, meaning that only Condi people can damage him. So it's because of that, at least one person in our raid needs to be Condi damaged.
Stand your ground.
Oh, let's go ahead and watch the polls. Firebrand, your axe, I believe it's axe 3 has it. Okay, give me 1 second, I need to turn off snap to target, which I normally have toggle bound to something, but so let me actually fix that. Why is that on return?
You'll be feeling that one for days.
Yeah. Alright, this next one is Blue Guardian. Blue Guardian is going to put out green circles. Now, how these circles work is 4 people need to be standing in them to prevent them from going off. If we're not standing in them, a nuke is going to go off that does 80% of our maximum health. Now, normally you would think you want to stand in that, but due to how annoying it is to run around and try to find them, we're actually not going to be standing in them, and so we'll need to heal through them. So, let's go ahead and not stand in them, just so that way you guys are used to getting hit by it. So, here we go. So if you can, try not to stand in that.
Knowledge is power.
Why is that snapping? There we go. Yep, you can steal your mechs, though it's not really a must here, because mechs don't count for that, and they're not taking damage from this. So there goes the boom, and then you heal everyone up.
Give up yet?
Cool. Alright, does anyone have any questions on what we saw? Good, because all those mechanics are going to be happening at the same time. out of curiosity, how many people are new here? Can you type X in chat? Oh, a good amount. Cool. So, Wolfen, do you want to tank or do you want me to tank? I can do either. It's probably a little bit better if you tank, but I don't mind either or. New, so love to learn. Awesome. So this is a toughness-based fight, so can I have everyone type their toughness into the chat? We want our tank to be the highest toughness. Make sure you weapon swap so you know in case you have like different weapons. I think myself I'm at 1026. So Wolfen, you're welcome to take as much toughness as you think. Have you tanked this before, or you just new to tanking it on heal mech? New to tanking. Okay. So if you want to come over here, you're not going to be over here, but this there will be a wall. How you're going to deal with the teleports is rather than stepping out of them, you're going to have your back to that wall that spawns around the room, and you're just going to dodge roll backwards into the wall, and it will just keep you in place if you want to practice that. Yep. So you just have to time your dodge for the explosion. It'll take you a few times to get used to it, but once you learn that, that's literally all there is to tanking this boss. So, for people that are new here, what this is going to look like is we are going to pull the boss over. We're going to DPS it as hard as we can. I will call out that a green is going to happen soon, in which case the healers will top everyone off, but just be wary if you're looking low and that green's about to pop, maybe pop your own healing skills, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue. What I want you guys mainly to watch out for is those teleports. One thing I forgot to mention is if you are standing in them, the edge of your green should turn yellow. And I say should because Aegis sometimes bugs it out so it doesn't work 100% of the time. However, what I like to do is I go over into my options and I turn my effects volume way up. That way I hear the kind of like staticky noise that comes with it. So we are going to fight him till he is at 66%, getting out of blues, healing through greens, and I will kind of be dealing with the reds off of us. So just make sure you don't pull those into us. Once he's at 66%, he's going to run back into the center and split into 3 versions of himself. I want all my Condi non-healers to head over to Heart, and then everybody else is heading over to Circle. After a short moment, you're going to get attuned to one of the pylon. All that means is the Veil Guardians have an aura that farts out damage around them. If you are tuned to the same color pylon, you are immune to that color's damage. So, for example, let's say you're a power person, you accidentally came over here to the Condi side. Don't worry about it, just head over to the Condi side and do no damage, because if you come over to us, you're going to take a massive amount of damage that we're not going to be able to heal through. Vice versa, if Condis ever end up on power side, just stay over there. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pull green over to Circle, and we're just going to heal through green's pain for the people on blue. Alright, any questions for that? Cool. Once we killed the 3 ley line bros, we're going to meet up back on Arrow. And that's all I'm going to explain for now. Alright. Watch the teleport. Try to make sure you're on the boss platform when it starts. Awesome. Here comes a green. looking good. Here comes another green. Watch the teleports.
Need to-
Here comes another green. Watch teleports. No one? Not many have gotten teleported. So good job, everyone. Watch the teleports. Alright, we phase. Good job. Everyone head to their sides. That's a lot of Condi people. I didn't realize we had that many Condi people. Alright. New plan. Condi people, once you... Oh, GG. Type Y in chat, please, if you're Condi. Okay. I'm only gonna send, Alfor and, Gurkanda. You're the only two people going over to, the Condi side. Everybody else is joining me on blue side. I guess that's on me because we have like 4 firebrands. But yeah, we looked really good. So I'm gonna be on power. You don't have to be on power. You don't have to be on. Yeah, you'll just be on the power side. You don't have to swap your build at all. Yep, they're not immune to Condis. The only one that's immune to a different type of damage is red. What's up, Zenzao? How are you doing? Alright, go ahead and pull.
Give up yet?
Watch the teleports. Good job.
The end is near.
Heal yourself back up. Watch teleports.
Knowledge is power.
Watch teleports. We have another green incoming.
A wonderful combination.
Nice. Everyone head to the sides. Alright, so we need to take this green, otherwise our other side dies.
A wonderful combination.
So you see it? Watch teleport.
That shake there.
Watch teleport. Nice. Alright, so The only thing that's new during this next phase is one of these tiles is gonna get spicy. So make sure you're on this side of the platform, the one where I put arrow. Here comes a green. We're gonna have a CC here soon. CC the boss. Pick your friends up.
Barely.
Assistance, please.
Okay, do not be on the blue side. The blue side hurts quite a bit.
This is my round.
Green's incoming. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to save them because they're off group. Watch the teleport. Okay, our next CC will be when we're moving, which is about now. Get ready to CC. Get off the red side. Off the red side. It hurts a lot. Here's the CC. CC.
I wield great wisdom.
Don't be in the green.
Give up yet?
Good job. Alright, everyone to their sides. No, you're totally fine. It's a training.
I'll need help on this side. Because
You'll
I'm
be
pretty
fine over
alone.
there. Actually.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'll be alone, so...
Okay. Come on to this green. Because you actually only need 1, 2 is just a little bit faster, and 3 is overkill. CC, our blue. Make sure we're on this green. Nice. Watch teleport. Alright, now follow me. And as a group, we're heading over to red. Because we have the healers. So now because now 2 slices are spicy, we're meeting up on square, right where I'm at. Watch the teleport. We're gonna have a CC phase soon. Watch that red. Everyone standing in it. It got pulled in.
Oh, come on, Barely.
Watch teleport, and we're moving, 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 moving. Tank, come over here. You'll want to be right where I am. Take that green. Everyone just stand in it. It's real easy to stand in.
But you don't know.
Watch teleport. Okay, and we're moving that same position. That green's pretty far away, so we're actually just going to heal through it. Make sure we're CCing. Watch the teleports.
Still standing. Barely.
Watch teleports. And we're moving, 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 moving.
You can't keep a good man down.
Alright, good
Look
job.
at this. So pretty.
How many of you was that your first raid boss kill? Oh, congrats. So, since it was your first raid boss kill, you will now have unlocked a Heart of Thorns mastery named Raids. I recommend, actually, I was gonna say, I recommend getting the first one because it lets you repair your armor, but that has now been removed from the game, so I would
It lets you
recommend
get a buff, I guess.
true, but it's a 12-hour buff, so I mean,
The footprints
Yeah.
head this way.
um,
We're on their trail.
yeah. Some of the other ones are useful in other raids, but now it's really not that big of a deal. Probably the third one is probably the as far as I recommend you going, unless you're just finishing out the tree. Alright. So, the next boss is really simple. I'm just going to put us in...
This one of
Yep.
our DPS.
Released me.
Shh.
What do we have here?
Thank you, Ace. Alright. Why is that so loud?
You did this to us.
We did nothing of the sort.
Alright.
How long have we roamed this land? Poor souls.
Don't glide down there or we'll kind of start the fight. So, this is the pre-event. It's harder than the actual fight, and I put that in air quotes because it's really not that bad. What this is there are going to be nukes that are descending to the ground that will downstate us if they ever hit. We have to run between the 5 markers and capture them. And that's really it. It's going to take probably 3 times as long as you think it should. Just make sure that we're killing ads as we run past them. That's really my only thing. Any questions on this? I'll give callouts where to head. We have to grab them in the order that they spawn, so sometimes we may have to run through one and then run back to it. Alright. We'll go ahead and give a ready check when we're ready to go. Alright, here we go. So the fight starts once we kill that champion. Alright, here we go.
Hold it together.
Alright, heading to circle.
Knowledge is power.
Alright, square. Staying at square. Staying at square again.
Oh hey, it's being nice to us.
And back to heart. Or as my group likes to call it, Other River. And then we're heading to gate.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
After this, it's circle. And then after this, it's gate again. After this, it's hard again. Then we're heading all the way up to Arrow. We need to hurry up a little bit. No, we went too slow. Let's go ahead and GG. So, remember, everyone needs to come. The more people that come, the faster it captures.
Cleared for approach.
You don't have to worry too much about killing the mobs. It's more just like cleave them as you're running through them. Right, where are we going?
History is mine.
Heading to circle. Whenever these things spawn, you guys need to drop what you're doing and head there. Head over to star. Staying at star. Heading to Arrow. Staying in the center. Back to Arrow. Oh, cool. We gotta stay here again.
Wonderful combination.
Alright, back to center. Heading to circle. So it's one thing of note that this is actually downhill, so if you're ever heading, we're heading to middle, by the way. If you're ever heading downhill, you can actually glide, which makes you move as if you have super speed. To Arrow. Staying at Arrow. To Heart. Alright. We're about 3/4 done. All the way back up to Arrow. After this, we're heading back to Arrow. Then Heart. Then we're heading back up to Arrow, and that should be our last one, maybe? Nice. A little close call at the end. So now you've pretty much done the hard part of this fight.
They were led to their deaths.
All you have to do now is follow me, and we're going to line of sight pull some things behind a pillar and cleave them all up.
By the six. What is that?
So we're just running over here. And mash your face behind this pillar so that way they all come over. Alright, and just spread out and kill them all now. You don't have to kill the 2 archers up there, they're allowed to live. Alright.
Did Sabbatha bind these spirits here?
Who here doesn't want to do anything?
I have a bad feeling.
Come over to me if you don't want to do anything. Alright, so it's your job to hold this torch. Oh, I thought I saw someone coming over. No one? It's for an achievement for your legendary armor. Alright, so it's your job to take this torch.
Unless everybody already has the achievement, in which case it's just...
We have 3 people that it's their first raid.
That's fair.
Okay, so he just needs to not drop the torch. Or go downstate, and you'll get a bonus chest at the end as well as an achievement for your legendary armor, if you guys are working for that. Okay, so for this boss, it's pretty simple. It's called Spirit Run because we're running from a wall of death spirits. There's going to be walls of wind that are blocking our way from running forward. So I need all my DPS to ignore what's going on and run forward and kill those spirit walls. My healers, we are going to catch the giant nukes that are falling from the skies, and I want my DPS to run through the nukes, but don't stop. And that's it. If you want to bring a stun break, it's very helpful. They'll kick you down quite a bit, but that's about it. Also, welcome, Shadow. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So make sure everyone runs through that capture zone, and then the healers are going... Oh, we lost someone. Alright, big DPS on this thing. Alright, run through this. Me and the other healer will stop, everyone else run forward. Okay. And then we go kill this wall. Run through this. And there will be another one that you guys can stand on and still DPS the wall. Alright, so after this wall, you guys will need to glide. Run through this one, the next one, and then I'm going to send you to a marker. Run to arrow. Run through that next one. Alright, and then DPS the wall, and we hit our checkpoint. And then Finn can res. Alright, so now follow me. We have to simultaneously stand on 5 buttons. I'll drop markers on them if somebody wants to stand behind and just stand on a button. So the first one is going to be right at arrow, under the stairs. The second one, you're going to head to circle and drop down that ledge.
Watch your step through here.
The third is at that gazebo. The fourth is on top of that jumping puzzle there. And then the fifth is behind a vine wall over by Star. I will head to the vine wall if somebody wants to enter the gazebo. Make sure everyone's standing on their button. And this ends. There we go. Congratulations.
Because that was so hard, we got an insight.
They died a long time ago.
Congratulations on the easiest insight you'll ever get. I think this gives an insight. I don't remember. Okay. No,
Yeah,
so now if the torch person was alive, they drop it right here, and you'll get a chest and an achievement right there. For additional chests, you'll want to loot them if you're working on your legendary armor. Head up the bounce mushroom. Come over here to circle, loot that one. Drop down to where we started the fight and underneath the balcony. And then you'll come over here and type /GG to head back to the start of the fight. So, here's where you need at least leyline updrafts to be able to keep going. I have leyline gliding. I already did a Wing 3 training. It's up on YouTube. Alright, so for this fight, it's also a toughness base. Tanking, all you'll do is you just face them away from us. That's honestly it. One second, I need to plug my headphones in. So, if I were to gauge this boss on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put him at a 3 out of 10, or like a 2 out of 10 if we have good DPS. If we don't, I put him at maybe a 6 or a 7. DPS is very much king in this fight. The reason for this is we're going to run at him. He's going to fight us, and then a few seconds afterwards, he's going to just become angry and just start bashing his fist on the ground. 3 things happen when he does this. The first thing is he puts up his form of retaliation, which every instance of strike damage you do to the boss, you're going to get hit for 1,000 damage. So, my 2 dragon hunters, and if anyone plays Weaver or Catalyst, this also applies to you. Be very careful in your rotation once he enters the temper tantrum, because if you put down your helicopter blade trap, you are going to literally delete yourself. So just make sure you don't use that skill during this. That's the only thing you need to really worry about. Do you want us guards to pick SYG for this one? You can. I'm going to call out dodges. It really doesn't matter too much. Alright, the second thing he's going to do is put out block pools. What we are going to do with these block pools is I want you guys to step out of them if it's not a very far walk. So for example, if the only safe place for a pool is where arrow is, don't worry about it. Just step in or just stay in the block pool. However, if it's over by like star, then you're just going to back step into that to save us a little bit of damage. Lastly, he is going to get a CC bar to end this phase. Once the CC bar is broken, a hidden timer is going to start, which is until he channels a destroy the room mechanic. How this was intended to be done is we would at some point stop DPSing the boss, run away, attack the wall that encases this arena, jump out, he destroys the room, and then we glide back in. However, literally no group you ever do or ever run will use this mechanic. Instead, if we get him to 66%, he stops channeling the skill and enters his next phase. So that is going to be our goal. We're going to try to fast CC the first one. Most commonly, you do fast CC on the first phase, fast CC on the second phase, and then you hold it on the third one, just to make it a little bit safer. But we may have to adjust that depending on our DPS. So we just out DPS'd it? Yeah, that's really it. Once he hits 66%, he's going to summon 4 spirits at the 4 locations. I want everyone to head to Arrow. I am going to be off Arrow, preventing the last 2 spirits from entering. Because if they ever touch Gorseval, he's going to channel another Destroy the Room move. Any questions so far? It was a very fast boss fight, so I try to explain the whole thing at once. Alright, so once we finish the ghost phase, the fight's going to start over just as it was before. The only difference is now there's going to be blue orbs that spawn around the room and then slowly creep out an AoE. If you're ever hit by this AoE, you're going to get a little ghost over your head, meaning that you do 50% less damage and you take 50% more damage. How you get rid of this debuff is you have to kill a white or the blue orb, and it will drop these glowing orbs that you have to pick up to cleanse yourself of this. I will be clearing some of them up with my pet. Mechanist, you're welcome to also clear any problematic ones up with your pet as well. Alright, and then so we'll enter Temper Tantrum, the whole thing goes, we hit him to 33%, we do the ghosts, and the last phase, there will be eggs or cages that fall from the sky. You have to step out of these. If it catches, they're unblockable, so if you try to evade them, you'll still get trapped in an egg usually. If you ever do get trapped in an egg, it's not the biggest deal, it's just a big DPS loss. But mash 1 to get out of it, and then your allies can also cleave you out of it. I know that was a lot of talking. Did anyone have any questions? Alright. Occasionally you'll get knocked down, don't worry too much about it. If you want, you can dodge one of his fists coming down. I'll call it out too. It's not the biggest DPS loss, but it's like minor. Ready when you are, Wolfen? I will actually use this time to ping the NA group. Because as soon as this leaves, I have like 30 minutes. And they're doing Largos. Anyone have any fun plans for the midweek coming up?
Really?
Well, that's sad.
Well, I mean, I have work, so yeah, but I have the first 2 days of the week free, so I'm gonna work on a commission I have.
Oh, nice.
I'll honestly probably just end up playing the new episode.
I haven't even started my season 1s.
Same. I I mean, I did the first episode. That's how I got the shoulders that I'm wearing right now. But
Oh, nice. Does it give
yeah,
ascended
that's cool.
shoulders?
Yeah,
It's
it's
from achievements.
Ah.
If you do a certain numbers of achievements, you can actually get those. But it's pretty easy to get. So.
Wolfen, are you here? Oh, he was the one that said he was going to be right back. Alright, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Alright, here comes the stomp. Alright, so I want everyone stacked real tightly for boons. Here comes the CC phase. CC it. Nice. Alright, we're looking for 66%. Ignore any of the ads that might beat you up and push you around. They're a little nasty about that sometimes. Alright, we need 2%. 1. Good job. Everyone head to arrow.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
Why is that one breaking out so much faster than the other one?
don't they like get cleansed if they get hard CC'd or something?
Yeah, but nobody was attacking it. That's why I was confused. So tank head to the other side of the boss. And then get into tanking position. Alright, and then everyone just stand there. Here comes a dodge.
Nature.
Alright. CC the boss. Don't be in the block. Get out of the block, goo. It hurts quite a bit. Out of the block. Out of the block. Good job on the CC. Alright, we're looking for 33% now. One. Nice job. Head over to arrow. Make sure not to be in any of the block ickiness. It is gross. Head over to arrow. Don't be by me, Roxy.
My bad.
No, you're fine. If anyone has a ghost over your head, make sure you get any of these white orbs, or yellow orbs. Oh, there's the egg. Sorry, I forgot to call it out on dodge. Somebody has ghost over their head. Okay, do not CC this. Stay here, we're healing through this. Get out of the black, out of the black. Make sure we're still dealing damage to it. Don't CC it. Alright, big DPS, big DPS.
We
Here
have
comes eggs.
tons of
Out of eggs,
ghosts.
out of eggs, out of eggs. Alright. New plan. We're getting... Oh, we have a lot of people dead. Let's go ahead and GG. Things kind of went bad right at the end. But...
Yeah, the ghosts. I think there were like 4 people with ghosts over their heads, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it started to really expand, so it was really hard, like, to not dodge into it by accident.
yeah.
No worries, it happens. Goodbye, Wolfen. Alright, we'll give it another pull. Another way those orbs are dealt with is Scourge brings Epi, and it clears like 5 orbs up, and many walls too.
And if I wasn't a lot, no, is it weakness? I would have.
No
dropped
worries.
my score.
It's really not that big of a deal. Between Druid and 2 Mechanists, it can be cleaned up pretty easily.
Protected.
I just realized our group only has 2 classes that aren't Guardian or Mechanist.
Alright, CC. Yep, we're within Solar's grand design.
Oh yeah.
Alright, 1%. Good job. Everyone to arrow. Alright, tank it to the other position. Or other side. Cool. Alright, we're gonna have a CC phase here. Go ahead and CC. Well, CC fast. Now we CC. We're gonna be out of the block. It hurts quite a bit. Out of it. Good fast CC.
History is mine.
Make sure we clean up that orb that's near us. Any Mechanist players? 1% on DPS.
I chose you.
History is mine.
And tank to the other side.
Feel the pain.
And we'll have eggs here. There are eggs out of the eggs, out of the eggs. Good job, I didn't hear that many crunches. So we're gonna wait on CC. Out of the block, out of the block. And back in. We won't be able to save you, unfortunately. Try not to CC. Okay. That's fine. Big DPS, watch out for eggs. They're about to happen. There's eggs out. DPS your heart out, because we are now racing the clock.
Nice.
Nice.
That was the
Well,
closest
that's
it
the
could have
closest
possibly
one
been.
I-
No, we get
yeah,
the kill
yeah.
for it, so don't don't
Yeah, I mean-
worry.
I get the kill, but we still died. That's the first for me.
Now I hope every single one of you got a ghostly infusion.
So pretty.
I did
know.
not, so I will be quitting the game.
I didn't either,
Same.
so time to uninstall.
Alright, and then we'll go to the last boss here. Just go ahead and run past all these guys. We're going to be line of sighting them right behind the stairs over by Arrow. So, here's a great introduction to Special Action Key. You're going to get a bomb. For now, just throw it at the ads for some additional damage. So get to the back side of the stairs, that way they all run up to us. You know where I'm standing. Alright, now just go kill these guys. You don't have to kill the sappers, they don't count. That's what we need to kill. So then we just run up here. We're going to run past all these guys. And we're going to line of sight them at the top of the stairs. Don't stand too close to the edge, because they do kick, and you can get kicked off the cliff. Just straight out of 300. So now, what these what these special action key bombs are actually used for, is if you look over there at Arrow, there's a jump pad, and it can only be activated if you throw a bomb on it. It sends everyone launching. So hop on, and then it launches us up, and we're gonna head over here behind these these piles of crates and barrels.
Refreshing. I feel energized. A wonderful combination.
Alright. Let's kill this sapper so we're out of combat.
You're finished. Put down your arms and release these. You came all this way.
Don't head too close.
You really have
Well, we started the fight. GG. Alright. So, this fight is a great example of how teamwork is used in more difficult raids. So, you'll notice that I placed markers on each of the jump pads. That's because if you look over to our left, you'll see a platform with a cannon on it. Every 30 seconds, a cannon is going to spawn, and I'm going to call out for one of two people to head to a marker. And you'll stand on it. Somebody's going to get a special action key and throw it over them, and they're going to get launched off, kill the cannon, and then glide back. Now, do I have any volunteers to do cannons? There's an odd cannon and even cannon. Odd cannon means you are doing cannons 1 and 3. Even is 2 and 4. The reason that we have teamwork in raids equals druid does most of the job. Yeah, but I'm going to be lazy in this, so that way people get special action key and learn it, in case you have a bad druid. There's a way to manipulate the bomb spawns, but don't worry about it. We're not going to teach that. So I need an odd and an even cannon. It needs to be my DPS. We have 6 of you.
I can do one of the two. I mean,
Type either 1 or 2 into chat. Okay. Wait, Roxy, you're my quickness.
Yeah. Do I need to stay?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I need 1 DPS to be my odd. Type 1 in chat.
Push yourself.
Pick or I'm gonna pick? Okay, cool. So, the other mechanic that Sabbatha has, why did I try to call her Flabbatha? Anyway, is every 45 seconds she is going to point at a random person and shoot a flame wall and spin it around exactly 1 revolution and counterclockwise. If you touch this wall, it instantly kills you. You cannot jump through it, you cannot dodge through it, you cannot pass go, you don't collect $200. Kind of. There's very nuances that I'm not going to explain with that. Your square. Yes and no. I'll get to that. So it's for that reason with the flame wall that we are going to be stacking with our backs to whichever marker is next. That way, ideally, in a perfect world, the arrow or the flame wall gets dropped directly on top of it, and our cannon person can just sidestep a little bit to the right, so that way they're not on it, and then it has a whole revolution before it fries them. That's in an ideal world. So make sure we are stacking as tightly as we can with our backs. I will be off stack, dealing with the third mechanic, which is flak. The furthest person from her, she's going to shoot a napalm on. So this is why cannons don't head early, because then you'll steal flak and you'll be standing in fire. Alright. You don't need to worry about the pattern, but if it helps, I'll explain the pattern for it. I will give you callouts. So the pattern is the first one is going to be on arrow, so we'll all just stack with our backs to arrow. Then the next one is going to be circle, then it's going to be heart, then it's going to be square. Then the pattern is going to swap a little bit, and it's going to go back to arrow, then heart, then circle, then square, and then it starts over, back to arrow, circle, heart, square. You don't have to worry about this. I have it memorized in my head. When I give you your callouts, you have 6 seconds to get there. So for example, I'm going to give your odds callouts at X30. You don't actually need to go up till 24. And then evens callouts is going to get, I will call it out at X0, and you have till 54 to go up. If you ever miss it, don't worry, just come back. We're allowed to miss a few. Does this make sense so far? All right. So now this apply. How to use your jump pads? You're going to stand on them, and somebody is going to use the bomb that we kind of saw in pre-event and throw it to you. And you just have to be in that green circle on the jump pad. One thing I recommend for this is, or for everyone, is it's really nice to have lock ground target at maximum skill range. This prevents you from placing a 900 range skill at 1200. It just won't let you do it. So it's really useful to hold the special action key and then you run with it at max distance. You're going to use it every minute. Because you're going to alternate. It's going to go odd, even, and so on. Correct. How do you know it's your turn? Because you're going to be every other one. I'll also say like odd head to arrow, even head to arrow. Okay. We all good with jumping? Okay. So, everybody else, these are the mechanics that apply to you. Occasionally, she is going to choose the closest person to her and put a time bomb on her. You need to take this bomb out of group, and preferably not on me, but it happens pretty frequently, so I'm not going to hold it to anyone. Just take it off group. I don't care where you take it. Just make sure you don't blow up. Does 2 have the mastery? You don't need the mastery. All the mastery does is you don't take damage. And it does, like, not much damage. Alright, so you'll take these time bombs out of group, and then you'll just come right back in. Now, every 70 or every 25%, Sabbatha is just going to dip out, and one of our goons is going to show up. You don't have to worry too much about the goons. The only thing that really matters about these goons is that there is going to be a bomb placed on the platform every few seconds that somebody needs to run up, press F to kick it off the platform, and then go back to DPSing the boss. The only one that's kind of scary is the second goon. Has a CC bar that you have to press it or he's going to knock people off the platform. Alright, any questions? Cool. This one's a bit, quite a bit more difficult than the others, so don't, excuse me, let me get a drink. So don't worry if it takes us longer to kill us than the others. Alright, let me run in first, because I'm going to take the first sabotage bomb. Alright, remember we are stacking with our backs to arrow. Stack tightly. Don't be on me, I want you right up to Sabbatha. Oh, someone ran out too far and brought that back in. Don't stand in the fire, but try your best. Alright, Jumper, I need you to head there now. Oh, let's go ahead and GG. So, the first thing that I noticed is we are really spread out. We need to work on our stacking. I want you guys to stack so tightly that you're occupying the same pixel. The reason for this is we're really trying to manipulate that flame wall. We got it really good that time, but we also had some people over by like Star or back here. Just make sure that you are straight up tight in a line. Alright. Here we go.
Surrender or die. That's refreshing. Protected.
Stack tightly with our backs to arrow, please. Alright, Jumper, go ahead and head there now. Jumper to arrow. Oh, let's go ahead and GG. Sorry, I didn't say odd. But we're looking really good about manipulating that flame wall.
Useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with them myself. Surrender or die.
Alright, so remember, we're staying with our backs to arrow.
Fury rising. You'll be feeling that one for days.
Alright, Odd, head there now. Alright. We are now staying with our backs to circle. Even you will be next, I'll give you a call out. If you ever get a spare bomb, you can just throw that right back at the boss's face. We're given 2 per two per cannon. Even, head to circle. Throw to circle, throw circle, throw circle, circle. Okay, come back, that's a miss. That's totally fine. We have Kernan now. Don't be in that shotgun, it hurts quite a bit. Alright, we are second with our backs to Heart now. Odd, head to arrow, or head to Heart.
That feels better.
Throw Heart.
Give up yet?
At 25%, Sabbath is going to return. Just don't touch this flame wall. Alright, we're starting with our backs to square now. Even, head to square.
Oh shoot, I had that one. Sorry, I didn't realize.
Throw to square. Throw square. Come back, that's a miss. Oh, never mind. We got it in time. Alright, we are stacking with our backs to arrow now. Stack tightly with our backs to arrow.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
Jumper to arrow. Be on the other side of that wall. Head there now. This is... Alright, that's a miss. We are staying with our backs to Heart now. So we'll be even next. Even to Heart.
That feels better.
Throw to Heart.
Knuckles, knock him off the platform.
Alright. We are looking good. Get ready to CC Knuckles.
I can take you to it.
CC. Oh, we didn't hit that CC. Let's go ahead and GG. We're looking in a bad position for 2 reasons. One is our platform health is pretty low, because these bombs are not getting kicked off the platform. 2, we have quite a bit of cannons up, which is fine.
Over here, hurry!
Alright, we're looking good. Just need more practice on it.
Useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with them myself. Surrender or die. I am mighty.
Second with our backs to arrow. Alright, jumper, head to arrow. This is my odd jumper. Alright, after this flame wall, we are staying with our backs to circle.
I wield great wisdom.
Okay.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
Even to circle. Throw to circle. Throw circle, please. Throw. Okay, that's a miss. Come back. Odd, you are heading next. And our next thing we're stacking with is our backs to hearts. That's a spare.
That feels better.
Odd, head to heart. Throw it when you get it. Be careful of that wall. After this flame wall, we're stacking with our backs to square now.
I just scared myself. Okay.
Even to square. Throw to square. Alright, backs to arrow now. Oh, get those bombs out of group. Odd, you're next. Don't head there yet. Watch the flame wall.
Where?
Don't head there yet. Head there now.
Head. Where?
Arrow, arrow.
Arrow. Yeah.
Oh, we missed. Come back. So our next one is heart. Well, you'll always go to whichever one your back is facing. So our backs are to heart right now.
Okay.
Even to heart.
Stop calling me that.
Throw it when you get it. This is to hearts. CC, 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 CC. Nice. Alright, we are now stacking with our backs to circle.
I wield great wishing. I feel energized.
CC, CC, CC. Nice. Odd to circle. Head there pretty quick.
Refreshing.
Nice.
I
Throw.
feel energized.
Good job. Alright, our backs are now to square. Make sure we pick our friends up. Even head to square. Alright, backs to
More endurance.
arrow after this flame wall, and the pattern now repeats itself.
Glorious combination of skill.
Odd to arrow. Throw to arrow. They're burning currently. Oh, that's a miss. Come back.
I will need more endurance.
And now our backs are to circle. Not being his flamethrower. He's gonna summon flamethrowers that we'll need to kill. Even to circle. If anyone wants to put a pet on them. Cool, cool. We're putting our next one is gonna be hearts. Don't head there yet. Out of the flame wall, out of the flame wall. Make sure we're still killing card. Even to heart. Alright, that's going to be a GG. Very good attempt. How is everyone liking Sabbatha?
Useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with them myself.
Trib Sap is like what made me quit PvE. Like non-raid content. I hate it so much. Here we go.
Never
Prepare
played
the cage.
Advent.
We've got some visitors.
I tried once, I
You're-
think.
You're better off
That's
like not doing it.
Yeah, I don't understand the appeal.
It's fun.
Backs to arrow, please.
Tribulation mode is a bit of hell, but other than that, it's really fun.
Grassroots protected.
Arrowlosen, thank you for the gift. Good sub to Coolenge. Alright, jumper, head there now. And we're gonna need to throw real quick. Alright, backs to circle. Alright, even to circle. Bomb out of group, bomb out of group, bomb out of group. Nice. Make sure we kind of still stay in the middle, because when Sabbatha comes back, we'll want to cleave them both. Ideally, our backs are to heart here,
Energized.
although it doesn't matter too much while Sabbatha is not here. Odd to heart, odd to heart. Alright, we are putting our backs to square now. Even to square.
Refreshing. Energized.
Bombs out of group. Backs to arrow. Oh, we had someone get fried. We need a backup jumper. Head there now. This is throw. Good job. Alright, backs to heart now.
That feels better.
Even to heart.
Stop calling me that.
CC, CC, CC and throw, CC and throw, CC and throw. That's a miss, come back.
I had a very weird thing.
Backs to circle. No worries.
CC.
CC. We're just gonna miss this next one.
Combination. Refreshing.
Backs to square. Even to square.
Refreshing. Energized.
Oh, that's a miss, come back. Make sure we pick our friends up. We're putting our backs to arrow after this flame wall. Jumper to arrow. This is my odd jumper. Backs to circle. even to circle after this flame wall passes it. Head there now. Circle, circle, circle. Throw it now. Nice. Good pre-throw. Make sure we pick our friends up. Backs to heart. Platform's looking a little unhealthy. Sorry, I missed a cannon. Backs to square. Jumper square. This is my even. Our platform's gonna break. Good attempt, though.
Over here! Hurry!
Alright, we'll take a few minute break.
Pay you for. I'll do it.
Chat, how have you been doing? Sorry, I haven't been talking to you guys too much, such as the way of ray training. Gonna take a quick shower, then get ready for TL training soon. Yeah. We still need 2 more people for that. Let me just ping some, or put out another ping for that real quick. DPS for Largos training. No worries. Thank you for coming. Yeah! We will just grab one from LFG.
Is it the... wait.
What's up?
No, nothing. Just...
I'm gonna head to the bathroom really quick while this waits. Be right back. Alright. Once they get in, we'll do a ready check so we can continue this. Put that ready check up. Alright, they didn't respond, but they did ready up, so I'm guessing that they're not new. Alright, here we go.
Prepare the cages. We've got some visitors.
We're stacking with our backs to arrow. Alright, jumper, head there now. This is my odd.
Protected.
Throw it now. Throw it now. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Nice.
Knowledge is power.
Alright, backs to circle.
Not enough endurance.
Alright, even to circle. Throw it as you get it.
Straight.
Throw it a circle. Throw a circle.
Missed.
Oh, let's just go ahead and GG.
Well,
Might as well restart, because we missed the first one and then our camp got kicked off.
Useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with it myself. Surrender or die.
Refreshing. That's refreshing.
Fury rise.
GG.
what happened?
Somebody didn't make it to the platform.
Oh,
We're over here. Help us. I am mighty. Useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with it myself.
That feels better.
Surrender or die.
Oh. I tried to be fancy and I didn't get first bomb, which that's fine. Backs to or arrow. Alright, stack tightly, stack tightly. Odd head there now. Alright, backs to circle. Even, you're up next. Even to circle. Throw to circle. Alright, we are staying with our backs to heart now.
Justice, courage, resolve.
Odd to heart. Come back, come back, come back. I take it back. That's just gonna be a miss. It's just awkward timing. Alright, backs to square.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
Make sure we're taking bombs off group. Even to square. Throw to square.
Guys, bro.
Throw square. Please throw square. That's come back. That's a miss. Guys, you gotta pay attention to where you have a special action key. Alright, we're stacking with our backs to arrow after this flame wall. Odd to arrow.
Protected.
What's it going?
That feels better.
Knuckles, knock 'em off the work.
We're stacking with our backs to heart now. CC, CC, CC. Evens heart.
Let's patch you up.
CC. CC and throw. CC and throw. Nobody's at heart. Oh. Let's just go ahead and GG. So when you guys have a bomb, the edge of your screen will go yellow. You'll also hear like a doo-doo, meaning that a mechanic has selected you. You'll also see an icon over your skill bar. But I got at most about 30 minutes left on this.
What do I pay you for? I'll deal with them myself. Protected.
I forgot right check.
That's refreshing.
Surrender or die.
Sorry about that, Flack. Just stack tightly with your backs to arrow and you'll be fine.
Protected.
Jumper head there now. This will be a little tight, so throw as soon as you get it.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
Backs to circle. Jumper to circle. This is my even.
Protected.
Throw circle as soon as you get it. Throw circle. Please throw circle. Verdant, you have it. It's that circle. Okay, that's a miss. Come back.
Back to
Stack to heart. Odd head to heart. Throw quickly, throw quickly, throw quickly, throw quickly, or they're dead. Nope. Alright, let's go to GG. Alright, I'm gonna adjust my callouts because our DPS has improved. So now we're hitting that awkward timing.
I am useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with them myself.
That's refreshing.
Protected.
Alright, here we go.
Prepare the cages. We've got some visitors.
History is mine.
Backs to arrow. Jumper head there now.
Drake, you got the.
Throw arrow. Come back a little bit.
Drake,
Oh.
you're too far away to be able to throw it from here. You
Oh,
have
then-
to get closer.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and GG.
Blend of talents.
So this is why I recommended going into your options and turning on lock target at max skill range.
Over here, hurry!
Or lock ground target at max skill range. It's under combat and ground movement, fourth from the bottom. It will prevent it so that way it doesn't just cancel itself if you throw it at too far away.
Useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with them myself. Surrender or die.
I wield great wisdom.
Protected.
That's refreshing. Refreshing. I feel energized.
Protected.
Stagger their backs. Head there now. Throw arrow. Throw arrow. Good job.
That feels better.
Make sure we're taking those bombs off group. Alright, backs to circle. Even to circle. Throw as you get it. Throw to circle. Throw to circle. Sharpens at circle. Okay, come back, that's a miss. We're staying with our back to heart now. Jumper to heart, we have plenty of time. This is my odd.
Protected.
Throw to heart. Throw heart quickly. No one wants to throw to heart. Let's go ahead and GG.
I tried, but I didn't have enough time before the wall.
Okay, no worries.
Should have waited. Awkward timing again, I guess.
Alright.
Over here. Help us.
I'm gonna start kiting to get most of the bombs now. Some will still leak through, but
Useless. What do I pay you for? I'll deal with them myself. Prepare the cages. We've got some visitors.
That feels better.
Protect. Fury rising.
backs to arrow.
That's refreshing.
Burnt, you good?
Knowledge is power.
Let's go ahead and GG because I didn't make it to the platform. Okay. Typically, as soon as ready check pops, everyone starts running in. Just be ready for that, and don't press ready if you are not ready to pull the boss.
Protected. Useless. What do I pay you to
Okay, here we go.
prepare the cages? We've got some visitors. Fury rising.
Backs to arrow. Jumper to arrow. This is my jumper. Jumper to circle. Or get ready for circle. Sorry, don't have there yet.
Protected.
Make sure we're taking bombs out of group. Even to circle. Oh, I was in the wrong spot. Throw a circle. Good job. Make sure we're beating up Kernan.
Beautiful blend of talents.
Square next, right?
So jumper, I'm gonna have you go after that flame wall passes it. So just be ready. It's gonna spawn by that fire in between both of them. Head there now. Pre-throw it if you can. If not, that's a miss. Nope, it's a miss. Don't worry about it. Backs to square now. Even to square. Backs to arrow. Just stand slightly off because of bad flame walls. Odd to arrow.
Refreshing. I've been energized.
Backs to heart.
Stop calling me that.
CC. Even to circle. Or even to heart. My apologies. Heart, heart. Throws, you get it? Alright, backs to circle. Make sure we're bringing these bombs off group. Odd to circle. Throw circle. Alright, we're now staying with our backs to square. Watch this flame wall. Even to square. Throws, you get it? Nice. We are standing with our backs to arrow now. Odd to arrow. Throw to arrow. Alright, if anyone wants to kill the flame turret, don't head there, just send it like a summon or something. We're putting our backs to circle now. Watch the flame wall. Make sure we are still killing card though. Even to circle. Backs to heart. Odd to heart after this flame wall. Oh. No worries. We're actually no longer doing any cannons, so now we're just DPSing. We have plenty of platform health, that we don't need to worry about this anymore. Just dodge the falling debris. And we're actually going to stand with our backs to circle, but pick me up, please.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
Good job.
Everyone, listen. There's more to this situation than we thought. These bandits were protecting something and we need to find out what.
So, welcome to one of the harder bosses of Heart of Thorns.
Find out where the squad
Has a high learning curve, but once you learn it, it's pretty repetitive.
That happens sometimes, I guess.
Alright, for a bonus chest, you can follow me. And then I will pull up the logs and review them. Nobody wants to see their logs. Totally understand. This is where I am calling it. The chest doesn't have very good loot, but it does have a chance for, whatchamacallit, globs of, not globs of ectoplasm, something, yeah, it's an ecto for an envoy, you need 10 of them. Alright, so, let me go ahead and pull up Log Manager real quick. Then we had a Gorseval and a VG. I will post it in the EU channel. If the person from LFG is with us and wants to see their logs, I think he left, but you have to go to catch a roll and react to EU to see the channel. Here's VG. Here is Gorseval. And here is Sowatha. You can follow along, but I'll also be reviewing them on stream. Alright, so we come over here, do a swap. Alright. So, the first thing I look at for VG is our mechanics. Boss TP is how many times you got teleported during the boss phase. Ideally, you want this as close to 0 as you can. We had a higher amount of teleports than I thought we did. I'm wondering if that was just in the last phase, if it was in the last phase that most of them. Yeah, it looks like most of them were in phase 3, where things get a little more chaotic. Split TP is how many times you got teleported during the split phase. These ones don't matter as much but if too many people get teleported, then not enough people are there for the green, and then it downs the whole raid. Greens is how many times we stood in a green. We got 4, which is kind of nice. Seekers, how much seeker damage we took. That's kind of on me. If it's like really high, it looks pretty good. We didn't stand in the red, so good job. Next thing I look at is our boon uptime. Average of 20 might looks pretty good. Fury doesn't matter anymore because everyone and their mother gives it out. You had a low Fury uptime, but you were Condi, so it didn't really matter. Our quickness does look a little low. Phase 1 looks kind of low. Reminder for Firebrands that you have to kind of be the furthest back in it because it throws out quickness in a cone in front of you. So just be mindful of that. Who are our quickness providers? Roxy and Aladorf. You had a 74. Roxy, you had a 91. So Elafor, I would work on just practicing the rotation a little bit, but you did plenty good for a training run. Roxy, it looks like you just had a stacking issue for hitting your allies.
It's probably actually my build because since it's the first time I played it, I didn't get the time to get the right armor stat.
No, what I'm saying is your uptime is pretty fine. So like your stats aren't the issue. It's just a positioning of, because you don't just press the quickness button to provide quickness. You have to aim it in a cone in front of you. So if you're in the middle of the group, there's some people that are behind you that are not getting quickness, and that's kind of where that more comes from. Because a personal 91 is more than enough. Alright, moving on to Alacrity. Alac looks alright. Sub 1s is a little bit low, but that's just me being bad at the game. The Mechanist seems like they were off stack a little bit. This is phase 1. So group 2's looks a lot better. My Alacrity overall looks decent. Did you just die real early? Is that where that's coming from? Let me double check the combat replay. You're alive. We're gonna fast forward this a little bit faster. Okay, so you died in phase 2. Okay. So that's where that's attributed a little bit more. Overall boons look alright. Next we'll go to DPS. If you are a DPS class that's not providing any boons to the group, my aim is for you guys to be around 10k. That's a pretty helpful starter DPS to be at. I'm not calling anyone out if you're under that, just practice a little bit in the aerodrome. The more DPS you have, the easier raids get in general. And that's not just like a Gorseval thing. Oh, I reviewed... Oh no, I just tabbed back into the wrong. Sorry. I would look for 10k here. But yeah, everything looks completely alright. Any questions on Veil Guardian? Alright. Moving on to... let me check this real quick. Oh, sorry. No, never mind. That is not relevant to all these logs. Sorry, responding to someone real quick. Alright, so, Gorspel, look at the same. Mechanics, we didn't really talk about the slam too much, and I ate like literally every single slam, so it doesn't really matter too much. In fact, a lot of groups will have Guardians bring stand your ground, just so that way people don't have to worry about it and dodge. What looks a little more important are these eggs. You don't want to get hit by any eggs because it's a massive DPS loss in the last phase, which sometimes can get the group killed if too many people are down. Orb debuff. That's a lot of orb debuffs. It doesn't tell me if you cleansed yourself, but just watch out where you're standing. Kick spine, black. We want this as low as we can. There should have only been one because we stood in one of them by design to get DPS uptime up. But overall, Gorsible looks pretty good. Boons, your boons should be pretty much perfect here. Quickness is a little low. Alack looks really good. DPS, I usually shoot for 15k, but quickness was a little low, so don't worry about that too much. Any Gorspel questions? Alright, moving on to Sabbatha. Sabbatha doesn't have too many mechanics. This is just how many times you got bomb. I should have gotten it more because I was trying to get it, but I kept messing up my circle one. Because it's been so long since I did it. Time bomb. It doesn't tell me if you dealt damage. That's just if you were the closest person. Flak is how many times you stood in flak. That's actually a really high number. Did I do a bad flak job? Our cannon damage is a little high, but it doesn't really matter too much. And don't worry about that too much. Overall, looks good. There's not too many mechanics to review for Sabbatha. It's pretty pass or fail. Buffs. Quickness looks a lot better. Roxy, you still have the aiming issue. Same with you, Guarharda. You shoot for usually like 85, 90 on this one is perfect uptime because somebody in your group is off doing cannons. Lock looks good. I'm actually surprised I had that high a lock uptime on mine. I thought I would have missed some. Might looks alright. Our damage looks a lot better. Alright. Does anyone have any questions? Alright, then I will call it here. Thank you everyone for coming.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, if it was your first time raiding, I hope you enjoyed it. I run these every week on NA and EU. Actually, in like 15 minutes, I'm doing another one on NA on stream if anyone's interested. But I will be heading out. Bye!